Hi everyone, welcome back. It's a girl, Happiness, and how you doing? Sometimes this early this year, I was running errand, and as I was going out, I saw some young ladies. They were all carrying bags, and they're carrying bags. And then there's somebody at the front. I was see like maybe like 5 or 6 ladies all carrying bag, not that very big bag, like a Ghana must go bag filled with clothes. Ghana must go its bag mainly used in Nigeria to like move things. Then I'll see another young girl in their front, maybe a young person or older person in their front, leading this group of girls to only God knows when. And that took me back to the time when I used to get maid, because this is maid season. This is January, when most maids will leave in December, telling their worker that they are traveling for to spend time with their family, and at the end of the day, most of them end up not coming back. So the fresh ones that are coming back are coming to replace the old ones or the previous ones that left. So when I saw all these things, because currently I'm blessed to say that I'm not into that era of getting made every year, because was this stressful. That was the most stressful part of my life that I don't want to talk about. So but I'm not in that era anymore. So why I was seeing these ladies, not one day, not once, not twice, not 3 times. I was sitting there for like that first week of January that I was always outside running errand. So it took me to the time when I used to be in this situation, and it took me to the time when I remembered my first meet experience. So I decided to share. I hope you enjoyed the story, but before I go ahead, let me the proper introduction of myself. My name is Happiness. I'm a single mom of two. I'm based in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm an administrator. Also do YouTube. YouTube is my favorite thing to do. Please do well to subscribe, do well to like, do well to comment. I'm going to be well appreciated. Please support me. I need the support. Your support will be well appreciated. And please help me share. Please help me share. My subscribers are growing, but the view is not growing as expected. I don't know why. Is it that maybe I'm boring, or maybe I'm not saying something that you want to hear? Please bear with me. Just watch as much as you can. Please, I'll appreciate it. And that's also, without wasting your time, let me dive into the story. So first of all, my first maid, when I got married, I said I don't want maid. Yes, I said it, that I don't want maid, because I had bad experiences of maid with my mom. When my mom was having maid, it was not a good experience. So in my mind, I was like, I'm not gonna have maid. I'm gonna do everything myself, because I have an elder sister who does not have maid, but I don't know how she's coping. I don't know how she's doing it. But to be sincere with you, I followed that line. I told her part, and I said I'm not going to have maid. Boom! When I had my child, I realized, like, okay, when I had my child, we now moved to a bigger apartment, and I realized that I was mistaken, that I actually need maid. First of all, I was scared, because then, as a new mom, I was scared. I've made up my mind I was taking my child to crash, but people were coming with side, oh, crash do this, crash did that, crash, it's not good, it's not blah blah blah, and make me became scared. You understand? And I can't leave my child alone, and I cannot even got to a stage whereby it was suggested I should leave my work. I like, God forbid, I cannot leave that work. Instead of me to leave that work, I need to go and look for something, or that my baby will go to crash. It's not as if I was about to jeopardize the health of my child for any job, but it was a 50-50 thing. So at the end of the day, it falls into getting a maid. So I called my very good friend. I know that she also, as she has children too, and she had these experiences of maid and their agent and the stuff. So she gave me her agent number, because one thing about maid, I always like going through a referred agent. I don't like going through random, because they're also there's a scare part of them. So my friend connected me to her agent, and luckily for me, ASAP, they brought the maid for me immediately. The maid came, a young girl, about like 18, 19, because I was specific. I don't want a matured person, because I was scared of, I don't want to talk to a matured person. I would like feel like, oh, I'm old enough to be your mother and all those kind of things. And I don't want too young person. I don't want less than 18. I told the agent I don't want less than 18, and I don't want more than 21 max. Luckily for me, I was able to get, I think, 19 years. She just finished secondary school or something like that. Anyway, they always lie. So she came to my house. My daughter was like 4 months. Yeah, my daughter was like 4 months plus. So she brought us to my house. Luckily for me, she came with the agent and her dad, not knowing that her dad was the foster. We'll get to that. So she came with her dad. The dad said she wanted to know my. I was like, oh, I was even lucky. I was even happy that the parent can say, oh, that's good. It shows that, because I was scared that let this agent not go and traffic, all this human traffic, go and get somebody's child from elsewhere and be exploiting the child. So when the father came, I was very happy. I was like, oh, that's good. So we talked about the salary. My friend told me then, as of 2018, yeah, this was happening in 2018. The salary then was like 10,000 naira. It's all now that they are paying them better money. Then it was like peanut, like 8,000, 10,000. So I was like, no, 10,000 is too small for somebody to stay at home, doing, staying at home, working, doing house chores, taking care of the child. And I'm going to increase it 15,000 because I had money then, not now. I had money then, not now. So I increased to 50,000, and I asked the father how we're going to be doing the salary. The father provided his account number that he wants. I should pay the money into the account because they had planned of the girl. She came out. I think they said she was learning vocation then, and she has finished, but she needed money to get the material and everything. So the reason why she came to work is for her to raise money. I was like, oh, that's very, very good. So we had an agreement and everything, and father left. So she started work. I think that was like 1 week towards when I was about to resume work or something like that. I can't really understand, but I know I put her through for the first 1 week, and because it was my first time and I was a new mom, I was very, very scared. Yes, I was very, very scared of leaving my child alone with her. So what I used to do is, and I was a workaholic. Oh God, what I used to do then is wake up in the morning, I get my child prepared, I feed her first in the morning because my mom really told me then that whatever I give to my child the first in the morning and the last at night, I should believe that that is what the most healthiest thing I've ever given to her. That whatever I'm doing, I should make sure that I don't feel giving her food myself in the morning, and I should not make sure I should not feel being the last person to give her food at night. That's the only guarantee that she has eaten good food. That whatever the maid or whoever I leave her with or crash, that I shouldn't put my hope on whatever they give to her. So I had that at the back of my mind, and so what I do is I prepare her, I give her food in the morning, I bring out everything that she eat in the afternoon. I also make food. That I like cooking. Up to now I even like cooking, so I make my breakfast and lunch. I take my own and I keep for the girl. Then I go to work, and just to for safety measure, I used to lock the door. I'll lock the door. No, I'll not lock the door. In my former house, we used to have a burglary in front of our door, just like this house. If you have not watched my house tour, please go and watch it so that you see the burglary I'm talking about. So I don't lock the main entrance, I lock the burglary. The reason why I leave the main entrance is in case you want to come outside of the burglary. And the reason why I lock the burglary was because I was scared, because I've heard story of maids living with their with their employer children. I've heard stories of that, so I was scared. So that's how we're doing. So I'll do that. I come back in the evening, and luckily for me, what I was doing is as soon as I come back from work, I just collect my maid. Luckily at that time, if you just resume for maternity, you resume 1 hour late and close 1 hour early. Thanks to my company. See why I keep talking about my company. So I was closing 1 hour earlier. So I was closing by 5 o'clock. We resume 9 o'clock, and I resume 10 o'clock, close 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock, and what I do is as soon as I just get home, I wash my hand, I collect my child from her, and that's it. I stay with my child till the next morning. I don't even tell her come and back. My back is not paining me that love children. Whatever she wants is me. What the maid does is just bring this one or set the rubber for us better. After beating, she clear, wash the plate, that's all. But anything about my child is basically me, and I also thank God for that thing that I was doing, because at the end of the day, it really paid me. So that's how we're doing for like 1 week. There was even one day at work. Fortunately for me, my office is not that far from where I was living. Maybe like 30 minutes drive from less than 30 minutes, maybe like 15 minutes or 10 minutes drive. So there was one, and I left the phone with her at home, so I always call her to check up on her and all this kind of thing. So I think 3 days or 5 days to 5 days to when she came, I was at work that day. I was calling, the phone was not ringing, the phone was switched off. I was like, what happened? Why would this girl switch off the phone? I called and I became worried. I spoke to my colleague, like, relax now, maybe something happened, maybe network. I said, this cannot be network, that I charge the phone every night. How come that the phone is not available? I need to go home. Guess what? I rushed home that day, and lo and behold, I saw both of them sleeping. She didn't even know when I entered the house. I was asking her, what happened now? Where is the phone? She said when she went to discard the bin in the morning, she forgot her phone. It was later on I realized that she was just lying. She left the phone there, and before she would go back, somebody else took the phone. I was like, oh my God, why? Blah blah blah. I said, okay, please don't allow it to happen next time. So and after that, I became worried at work that something might have happened. That's why I had to rush home and blah blah blah. So everybody was fine, and I had to leave for work. And as I was going to work that day, as I was going, I had to go and buy another phone because that phone was very important to me to be calling them now to know how fast the new mom that I was. So that one left. So 1 week, I think 1 week or 2 weeks. Did she sell for 2 weeks? Or let's say less than 1 month anyway. So that day I just came back from work. We didn't have lights, not like now that we have another source of light apart from generator. So we didn't have light. So I told her to go and get fuel. Luckily for me that I used to collect my child from this girl. So as soon as I just came back, I gave her money. Then for like 5 liters was like 1,000 naira. I'm sorry if you're hearing any baby noise. I don't know. I think my neighbor has a child around. A child is carrying, and I need to do this video because I'm going out. So I came back, collected my child from her, and I told her to go down, get the keg, and go and get fuel. Then when she come back, she should put it in the generator. I think I was the one turning on the gen. Put it in the generator and come up and take the child. Then I'll go and turn on the gen. So that's how I sent it. And I told her, if you're going, please lock the burglary from outside. There's no, because our house is the way the house is built. I'm always inside the room. I don't stay in the parlor. Story of my life. Even up till now, I rather stay in the room than stay in the parlor. So I'm always inside the room. I told her I don't want somebody coming and knocking. So take the key when you're coming, but just open the burglary and come in. Lo and behold, that's how I sent this girl. 30 minutes. Police station is not far from my house. 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. I'm like, is it that there is queue? There was no fuel scarcity. What will happen? At least if there is queue, at least come back. Okay, she even went before. At least call me on phone and tell me that this, that. That was when it now dawned on me, and that's okay. Let me even look at it. It's like maybe this girl did not go out with phone. And I look at her, and I saw where she left the phone in the parlor. It didn't still sink on me that something is happening. I said, okay, let me tie my wrapper. And I was even scared, like, hey, let it not be that this girl had an accident on her way or on her way back. So I put my child on my back, tied her, and I traced her to the filling station. I got to the filling station. I looked around. I did not see any trace of her. I said, okay, let me follow another way to her home. I followed. I didn't see any sign of if something had happened, you at least you would see people talking about it. I didn't see any sign of maybe something had happened or anything. I didn't see any gallon. So I said, okay. I came home. I sat down. I waited and waited and waited till like 10, and that period was when I really don't want to talk about my ex this year and forever, mom. But quite unfortunately, I have to bring it up in this matter. So that was when I was having we had our first mini separation with my ex, so he was not around. I called my friend that referred me to the agent, and I called her and told her, see what happened. My friend was like, did you chat with that agent? I said, no. Did she see me? I just came back. I told her go and buy fuel, and that's all. I feel like, what kind of problem is it? I said, I don't know, and this is my first time. Like, what will now happen? That the family will not come and be saying that I've used their child to do kidnapping and all those kind of stuff. My friend said, no, that it has not gotten to that stage. That she just wait till tomorrow morning. I said, okay. That night I could not sleep. Somebody's child staying with you in less than 1 month is missing. It's not as if you sent her to go anywhere place. I only sent her to go and get fuel, closest filling station. So I could not sleep that night. So I was awake till in the morning, hoping that she would come back. She didn't come back. And when I woke up in the morning, I was in the sitting room waiting to hear her at least knock or something like that. Nothing. So in the morning when I woke up, I had to now call. I have a neighbor that we share the same burglary with. So I now begged. I waited until when I heard their voice, and I told her this is what happened. Like, she please don't lock the burglary. So that's my maid is blah blah blah. I don't know. I hope she's fine and all those kind of things. So since I've told my neighbor already, my neighbor now went downstairs and now saw the gallon of fuel downstairs, and I think she saw with a bunch of key, with my key. My neighbor now came up and said, that she saw a gallon and a key downstairs. I should come and check if it's my gallon and key. And I went downstairs and checked. Behold, it was my key and my gallon. This girl just left it at the foot of the step. That was when I realized that it was a planned thing. So I now called my friend and I gave her update that see what I'm saying. My friend answered, that she has gone back. I said, just like that? Is that how they used to do? He said, yes, that she has gone. I said, that I'm scared they've gone to where. That I don't think, because the way the father painted it, that she's so innocent that she doesn't know any way around and all those kind of things. I need to go and report to police, and I need to call her father to be sure that she's safe. My friend said, okay, if I want to do that, I can do that. So made me have to skip work that morning. I went to the police station with my child. Lo and behold, I explained everything to them. Thank God that I said she's 19 years, because the police almost turned it on me that I went to go and get on an underage girl. Thank the policewoman that I met there almost turned it on me. Thank God the next one sitting by was like, how old is she again? I said she's 19. No, 19 is not underage now. That underage is below 18. That leave her now. This is somebody that she employed. Now the person intentionally left a gallon and the key and left, meaning that the person doesn't want to work again. So that I have to wait. And the woman now explained to me. Now took up the case. I was so happy. Eh? Since then, even 19, I don't used to employ you. It's from 21. So before somebody will come and say I'm employing underage. So the woman now took up the case and said, okay, that we cannot declare her missing until 24 hours after that. She come back by that time, that exact time that she left the house, because I was in the station in the morning. They said I should come back at that exact time, let's say around 5 or 6 of that time I sent her out. If I don't see her till then, that I should come back, and that is where they can declare her missing. I said, okay, fine. Before I went to the station, I called the police station. I called the dad and told the dad was like, what is this? And she does not know her way around though. Oh my God, father, I didn't know that the man was pretending. So that was how I now went home. I didn't go to work. I was just worried. So I was like, God, I beg, just direct her to her father's house. I don't want problem. I don't want someone to tell me that my child was coming home and had accident and all those kind of. I don't want it. I also have a child. I didn't even wish her, but I was just hoping that she's safe. I didn't know that I was on a long thing. So later on around, I was not calling the father. I would call the father. As she come, my father would say, no, that they've not seen her. I was like, what kind of problem is it? I'll call my friend. The phone was like, what kind of problem? I even had to call the agent. The agent was like, that he had never had this kind of experience and all this kind of thing. So it was when I not threatened the father. I think I did threaten because at this stage, it was my first experience. So I don't know what it's like. You also have to be strict with them and all those kind of things. So it was when I was not telling the father that if I don't see her till like 6 or something like that, that I have to go back to with the police people said I should come back and let them know so that they will declare her wanted. That's when the father now said, no, I should not involve the police again. I should forget about it. I should not involve the police again. I was like, okay, why? They need to make it legal. I don't want problem. The father said, don't worry, that he will call me back. That was when the father and I called my friend. My friend now told me that she did just don't want to tell me, but she just want me to use my hand and see that girl should be in the father's house. That's how they behave. I was like, really? She should have told me now that she's. And I told my friend, there's light at home. She has liberty to do anything. The only thing I did was I was locking the burglar just for security measure. I don't want her to run away with my child. She was not doing anything. Basically, we do everything in the morning before I leave for work. So she's at home lounging, So I don't know why would like people first said, don't worry. That with time you understand. That with time you understand what she mean by that she has gone back to her father's house. I said, okay, fine. So later on that day, the dad now called me that she has come back. I was like, are you serious? The same innocent girl that you said that she does not know her way around. How did she find her way to Badagry? Because she was coming from Badagry. Father said that she not worry, that she begged for transport, that she begged for this, that. Remember, she had 1,000 naira she went to use to get for, and then transportation was very, very cheap. And I said, okay, thank God, I'm fine with that. So what's the next thing? The father said, don't worry, that the mother will bring her back. I said, okay. I think 3 days later, the mother brought her back, and I said, no, that I can no longer have her. That it's what she did was scary. That this kind of person I'm leaving my child with. What about if I had given her my child to go and buy food? Maybe she should have leave my child under the step too, or maybe she should have run away with my child. I don't like that kind of thing. That I think we have to end the contract or whatever we did at that period. She should just go and she should enjoy herself. The mother was apologizing. I said there's no need to apologize. That she has already told me indirectly that she's bored and everything, and if she return, it's the same pattern that we're doing, that I'll still continue, because I cannot take her my child to work. I employed her to stay at home with my child, and I've lived, the house is comfortable for me. I feel the house is comfortable for her to stay, but if you feel that the house is not comfortable for her, I cannot leave her with my child again at home. So that was how she left. It was later on when I started having more, and let me not even talk later on, and that put a big fear on me that I didn't even bother to get any maid again. Except I just took my child to crash, and she started going to crash. Was it stressful? It was the most stressful part of my year of my life, but I thank God everything ended well. It was really my second child that I like, whoa, anything that want to happen, let it happen. I'll tell you the story about how I adjusted to having maid with the aunties, because they come with a lot of aunties. Oh my God, those maids, some of them are horrible, some of them are nice. The nice ones, the family will not allow them to stay, while the horrible ones will come and do their horrible pattern and they will leave a bitter taste in your mouth. Although I'm so lucky and I thank God that life was not lost, because I've had experiences where life was lost, children suffer and all those kind of things. So that's my first experience with having Maid. How, if you're my subscriber and you're watching this, how has it been having Maid? How has it been? What was your first experience? Was it chaotic? Before then, I even forgot to say before I had this proper one that stayed a month, I already have one. As I was saying this, and I remember that I already have one that came with one from another agent that came. She came on a Friday. Was it on a Friday? Yes, she came on a no. She came and all she did was to be sleeping. And immediately I said, no, you didn't come here to sleep. She packed her load and she left my house. Before I now had this second one. I think this second one stayed like up to 3 weeks before she found my house boring and she left. So that's my first. So the first one that left was not that scary because I was at home when she said she was no longer working and she carried her bag and she left. But this second one did not even tell me anything, nothing. She even her communication, she did, because most of them are from Benin Republic. So they are communicate. Most of them don't understand English, can't speak English properly. So we rarely communicate. I'm this kind of person. I rarely talk to people. Yeah, I'm always in the room. I said my children, every other communication is what I have to give to you and what you have to give to me, and that's all. I always like staying in my room. And then I'm pressing my phone or I'm sleeping. But now it's business anyway. It's no longer sleeping. So that was my first experience with Maid. If you're watching this, how has your experience with Maid been so far? I've seen people, but my best friend now, she's really struggling to get another Maid. It has never been a sweet experience, but at the end of the day, what are we going to do? We need them around us. They also need us, but they always have this perception or thought that we need them more than they need us. Because that's the reason why you will come to say you want to work. I am paying you and you're feeling that you're doing me a favor by paying you huge amount of money, feeding you 3 times a day, providing basic necessity to you, and you feel that you're doing me a favor. So that's that for this. I hope you enjoyed my story. Please, if you have watched up to now, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed yet, and also drop your own comment. It will be well appreciated. And this will come to an end of this Maid story, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching.